RaiseFest 25, top 3 lessons that will change your business, your perspective, and your life. You guys, we just ended RaiseFest 25. This was a 3-day event held over here in Phoenix, and it was an absolute killer and tremendous event. I got to learn so many different insights, meet with so many different people, learn from industry giants, and ultimately just be a sponge, you guys. Given that I'm so young and just starting out my development firm, this was a really great event. I got to meet a lot of great people, put myself in the right room, and ultimately just take all the right steps in the right direction. You guys may be asking, what is RaiseFest? Why the heck are you even there? And what's the point of all this? You guys, RaiseFest 25, it's an event that is catered towards real estate investors, capital raisers, business owners, and people who ultimately just want to, become the best version of themselves in whatever they're doing, you guys. Why am I here? Because I'm launching Zeus Development, a real estate development firm that is focused on multifamily, single family, ground up, all over here, especially in Los Angeles with all the fires and everything, ultimately hoping to scale up internationally and tackle areas and housing challenges in Mexico, Argentina, and the rest of the United States. And why the heck am I even doing all this, and why? Because you guys need to understand that in order for you to accomplish any goals that you guys have in life, you need to be in the right room, surround yourself with the right people, and ultimately just be a sponge, you guys. And that is what I did this past weekend. I met with so many different industry giants. I got to have private dinners with these, lead sponsors, these millionaires, these people who have done tremendous things. And ultimately, just put myself out there, make a name for myself, and let people know that, yeah, I'm also going to take over and I'm also going to change the world as well. So I'm going to share with you guys the top 3 lessons that I learned over here in RaiseFest 25. And yeah, these lessons are going to help you in whatever sector it may be of your life, whether it be like business, your relationships, your career, how to navigate, dealing with other people, etc., etc. Because these lessons are not just applicable to business, but they're applicable to life as well, you guys. And the lessons are authenticity, taking action, and developing relationships. So let's start out and see how these different industry giants such as, Hunter Thompson, Rob Beersley, Ken McElroy, Pace Morby, Sam Mahmood, how they all approach their real estate business, their private equity business, their business acquisitions, and their life using these 3 different strategies that I learned and that we all extensively talked about, you guys. So number 1, it's going to be authenticity. You guys, authenticity is truly key when it comes to whatever thing that you're doing in life. Whether this is just like in regular business, whether it's, raising capital, whether it's talking to a new partner, developing a business relationship, talking to a certain amount of people, whatever it is. Being yourself and being authentic, that is the most important thing in life. There's not going to be a single investor who funds your deals if you're not authentic, if you're pretending to be someone else, and if you're not ultimately being yourself, being transparent with your numbers, being transparent with your track record, your credibility, when you started, what your goals are, what your vision is, and what you hope to gain from them, and how you can develop that relationship with them over the long run. So you guys remember, investors, they do not fund deals, they fund people. And that is critical. In case you guys want to raise capital and whatnot, you guys need to be authentic, be yourself, and prove to them that you're an actual human being and you're a real person. So over at the private dinner that I had with Tyler Lyons and Hunter Thompson, we talked about being the realist in the room. And investors, they are going to obviously look at the numbers, look at the returns, look at your IRR metrics, your cash on cash returns, everything as it relates to real estate. But ultimately, they're going to be the ones who fund you guys, because they believe in you, they believe in what you stand for, they believe what you've done, and they believe in the vision that you see. And it's a big responsibility when you're getting these, these $50,000 checks, $100,000 checks, $50 million checks, whatever, from these high net worth individuals, these family offices, these people who are well capitalized. You need to be responsible, and you need to be yourself, and you need to be able to let them know that they can trust you. And that is only going to happen if you're being yourself, your authentic you, and your most powerful you. Because remember, there's only one you in this world. Why are you trying to be someone else? There's countless other people who are already pretending to be someone else. Just be yourself. Everyone else is already taken, you guys. The other thing that I learned is that investors, they fund trust, you guys. Trust is a huge thing. They do not fund spreadsheets, you guys, as I mentioned before. They fund the trust, and the trust is developed only with you being your authentic self. You need to be transparent about your risks, your track record, and your strategies. You guys, when it comes to branding is huge, you guys. But don't try to copy a brand. You need to develop your own brand, be yourself, and deliver true value, to the investors, to the people who are giving you their capital, whatever, whatnot. Because if you're not being yourself, you're pretending to be someone else, and that's going to cause the issues when it comes to raising capital, when it comes to, business strategies, business partnerships, and actual relationships. If you're not being yourself, nothing ever is going to work out, you guys. Be yourself, and the right people will come at the right time. Trust me on this. Now, number 2 is taking action, you guys. Success follows speed. Don't overthink, you guys. The best people in the world, in whatever sector they are, they don't overthink. They don't get analysis paralysis, even if they're feeling it. Even if you're feeling analysis paralysis or some sort of, hesitation, some sort of fear, as long as you have 70% confidence in whatever you do, just take action, execute. That is the name of the game. Speed defies gravity, you guys, as I've said before. And in a room where I was full of 99% of people and only 1% of people, the 99% of people, they're going to keep on living the same lives, doing the same things, following the same routines. But there's only going to be 1% of people who actually go out, follow their dreams, take change, take massive action, and change their lives. That is what Pace Morby said, you guys, yesterday. And he's on 15 million in over 1 year, you guys. So I recommend that you listen to him and you guys listen to me because I was there. So you guys, taking action is extremely critical and extremely important. You're never going to feel ready for whatever you do in life. People wait for the perfect moment, but you need to understand that the perfect moment never comes, you guys. The perfect moment, you need to make the perfect moment. People, they wait. They say, oh, I need to have this first in order to do this, in order to do this. I need to learn this skill in order to go out and do this. No, you guys, that's not how life works. You're just going to be waiting forever. You're going to be waiting forever. You're going to get punched in the face, and you're going to see your opponents, your roommates, your classmates, your friends just taking off like this, you guys, while you're stuck behind because you're going to face your fears because you were too scared to take action, you guys. Life is all about speed and life is all about action. There's never going to be a perfect moment, as my mentor said. You take the moment and you make it perfect. And that is how you succeed in life, you guys. Just go for it. What do you have to lose? A little bit of money? We came in this life with nothing and we're going to leave with nothing, you guys. So you might as well just go for it. We only have one life. Just have fun, be careful, do your thing. But just remember to move with speed because speed defies gravity, you guys. As Ken said, Ken gave a huge speech on the macro environment as it relates to real estate. And he said that people drive housing demand. But if you don't take action on what happens, then you'll always be lost, you guys. You'll always be last. And you're always going to be, just following the crowd. Because when it comes to real estate, the people who have the connections, the people who are well capitalized and have the credibility, those are the first guys who are going to get the deals. And if you're coming from nothing, no scratch, from no credibility, no track record, you're coming in from zero, coming in cold, you need to move with speed. You need to execute on your relationships, take action, whatever it is, you guys. You need to just be fast in whatever you do. Learn the necessary skills that it takes and go all in, you guys. Don't think, don't hesitate, just dive in. And that is how it's done. You guys, one of the investors that I met, his name is Hutch. If he's watching this video, he will be watching this video in the future, but big multifamily guy, huge on syndications, huge on leveraging 1031 exchanges and all these different nuanced investment strategies. He told me that the best investors, they're not the ones who sit on the sidelines. They're the ones who take action, you guys. Because right now in the real estate game, there's a lot of dry powder on the sidelines, you guys. Because of where the interest rates are and everything, it's way too hard unless you're well capitalized and have the perfect execution. The numbers just aren't panning out. But this is actually the best time to get in the game. Because if you guys manage to get in the game right now, you're going to be in a position where 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, and the market stabilizes, the cap rates return to normalcy, the interest rates go down and everything, say the market returns to normalcy. Everyone's going to try to get in the game then, but the people who got in the game now are going to be at an advantage. And that's when you're going to win, you guys. Because as he said, the best investors, they don't sit on the sidelines, you guys. They're the ones who take action. And that is the importance, you guys, in life. Just taking action for whatever you want to do. Just go out and get it, you guys. There's nothing to fear. Just go out and do it. And number 3, the third lesson that I learned was the importance of developing relationships, you guys. Relationships are critical. They're extremely critical when it comes to any business, when it comes to the VC game, when it comes to entrepreneurship itself, and especially when it comes to the real estate game and life too. But especially in the real estate game, you guys. Relationships are critical. It's not what you know, but it's who you know. Because if you manage to get yourself in the right room, then you're going to be poised, you're going to be learning from all these different people, and they're going to introduce you to more people who know more people, and obviously then you're going to be in a much, much better position than you were previously, you guys. And that, it all stems from taking risks, as I said, and it all stems from being you, because if you're not you, then how are you going to develop these relationships? And if you don't take action, how are you even thinking about getting yourself in rooms like these? If you don't take action, if you don't take the risk, whatnot. So every deal that happens, it's because of relationships, you guys. There's not a single deal that's happened without relationships. You need to be in good contact, good relationships with your brokers, your land brokers, your mortgage specialists, your lenders, your architects, if you guys are into development and whatnot. You need to have really, really good relationships. And over at Private Dinner, Hunter Thompson and Tyler, they were talking about a deal that they recently did over in Arizona, and just seeing this firsthand, it really truly changed my life, you guys. Because I didn't just see how they ran the numbers, how fast they were in their executions, how fast they were in calculating, all the returns, their ROIs, how they're going to give this money back to the investors, what's their exit strategy, whether it's a 5, 10, 15-year hold and whatnot. But I saw how they were able to talk to each other because of the relationship that they had. They were able to comprehend one another, and it was incredible and fascinating to see, you guys, how these top-level people who run these huge real estate private equity businesses doing huge levels of syndication are truly able to come together, yes, talk about business, but then also talk about just one another as a person, how their relationship is, what they see going on with their business in the future, and how they're going to make this deal execute, go to plan, and and become ultimately a successful deal to add more credibility to them. And that is the key, you guys, because once you have a key relationship with someone, you need to preserve it, manage it, and make it flow, you guys. Make it grow in the future. Because if you guys are able to do this, then all your deals are going to feel super, super easy. You're never going to be struggling. And that does come back to the importance of having the right team, the right circle, and the right amount of people, next to you who are supporting you. Because if your partners are the ones you're doing deal with, then everything in life is going to be so, so easy, you guys. Because you're not going to be struggling. You're going to be a team aligned in values, as I mentioned before. That a team aligned in values is what truly makes a business succeed, you guys. Real estate and business, it's who you know, you guys, as I mentioned before. The best networkers, they're the ones who are able to provide value, listen, and follow up, you guys. Relationships, they're not just about, oh yeah, I found this deal. Let's execute on it, and then just stop. Relationships in real estate and in business, they're all about, yes, let's find this deal. Let's talk about it. Let's grab some coffee, grab some lunch, maybe grab some dinner. Oh, I'd like to meet your family. Okay, cool. Let me give a quick warm introduction, put a name to the face and whatnot. Then you guys get to know each other. You get to understand each other, what your values are. And once you guys have all those things aligned, then you're able to come into a deal, any size deal, whether it be in real estate or business acquisitions, and you execute on it. You execute on it fast. And the reason it happens with speed is because you guys have developed that relationship. So developing those relationships in the first place is critical, you guys, as I mentioned before. And one of the funniest things that they mentioned, and it's true, it's real, the realest things that they mentioned, one of the speakers was, you don't marry someone on the first date. Relationships take time, you guys. You can't go and just expect to get these huge $50 million checks, $100 million checks from these family offices, on the first day because you have the first deal, you guys. It just doesn't work like that. You need to nurture the individual, nurture your client, nurture, the family offices, nurture these high net worth individuals, and just talk to them. Treat them like a normal person, you guys, because they are a normal person, you guys. It all stems back to being authentic and being yourself, but these people, they're not some gods. They don't have some extra ability. They're just regular people with regular problems who have regular lives. They just have a little bit more capital, you guys, than us, but it all comes back to the power of relationships, what you guys want out of that relationship, and how you both can make each other succeed. Because we're ultimately all chasing the same thing, you guys, which is just to become the best versions of ourselves and to help our families and be in a spot where we are financially free to do whatever that we want in life, you guys. So that is the most important thing, you guys, developing relationships, as I mentioned before. So in conclusion, you guys, in order to succeed in any of these businesses or just in relationships or in life in general, you need to follow these 3 key rules, which are extremely, extremely fundamental, you guys. The power of authenticity, the power of taking action, and the power of developing real, meaningful relationships, you guys. If you guys follow these 3 key strategies, I promise that everything that you guys want in life will happen, you guys. Yes, it's going to take time. Yes, there's going to be struggles. Yes, you're going to be wondering, is this even working? But it is working, you guys. Because everyone who's ever been successful, they've all gone through the same thing. They've all experienced the same feelings. And this is what hard is supposed to feel like, you guys. As Alex Hormozy said, hard feels like this. And it's the one who keeps on pushing that's going to be successful and at the top, you guys. So I do appreciate you guys for tuning into this video. Remember to subscribe to my channel. I have a lot more interesting content coming out on all things, real estate, private equity, and business acquisitions. And I'm really, pardon me. I'm super excited and grateful that you guys have joined me on this journey. Thank you guys. You're my day ones, and I truly appreciate all the support, you guys. Take care. Keep on pushing every single day. I'll see you guys on the next one. God willing, primeramente Dios.